Late your eyelids automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Yeah, let's get set. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, dude.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They run again on first down. Chubb pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Patriots 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
For the first time now with James White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The Patriot first down.
First down, here's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
White, the ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 11. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you're worried as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Makes the score.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah,
I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Patriots 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to James White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The New England ball
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, New England.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sendejo on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. They popped it free from his grasp.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
Yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10. At the 25-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Patriots.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 25.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the waist.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Mac Wilson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 32-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
23.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pass pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Seibert's kick is good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
For the point after.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. White again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
James White.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
And 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up
a 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard
line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Opting to run again here with White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Oh, that was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. And this a 39-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
2-yard line.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Hey, we got 3, three down.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They go with Chubb on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. He can run for it, and he will. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the